EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Right to the air goes Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it. You look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ward. This pass out wide to Hall. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
To throw, here's Ward. Now we're behind his man, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Come on, come on.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
77.
Ward off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2nd down and 8. Now Ward. And it's caught. And they'll take it into the a great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Back! Deputy Lions! Let's go!
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's got some space here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Cougar 19, Warriors 17, Mustang 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it second down.
Two. 19, Deputy Lions.
Pass out left finds Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. To throw, it's Milton. He gets this to Butler. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. James Cook, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, They can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Janet, go.
Throwing now, Ward. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Again, it's Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
Here's Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive with Cook. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's second and 7.
18 Rattler. Let's go. 70 Warriors, 70, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Milton now to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line. 60 to 19. Coach Petty.
Here's Milton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Texans had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Cougar 19.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Ward. Pass taken in by his this big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Set, Panther.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Ward. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Shaheed on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Nick Horner, 70. Ready.
To throw is Milton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Milton. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep is Tutu Atwell. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards on the
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll get it near the 40 to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 4.
70. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Mustang 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Throwing is Milton. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Butler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
19, 60 Maverick, 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Milton. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
18, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Let's go now. 18, 70 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
How the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Warrior 70. Come on, come on. Hey. Viking 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Milton finds Johnston. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
A 48-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ward. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Now a 3rd and 6. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Okay, ready?
3rd down at 6.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Cup 19, cup 19. Ready, up.
To throw, here's Ward. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 31-yard line. Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
18, 70 line. Hey, smash Broncos.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pick on the 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Stephanie! Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. Warrior 70. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the 1st half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes, you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Tag. Cougar 19.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Down. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Touchdown. Nico Hardman. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Will line up for the
60 Vikings. Check smash. Check smash. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion. conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Back to throw. Ward. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Viking 18. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To throw, it's Milton. Pass held in by Johnston.
Milton's pass. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
70 Lions. 70 Lions. Cowboy.
And now an audible here into something else.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
Back to throw now on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
70.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
19, start.
Here's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, crash. Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Sanders is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. From the gun, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ward. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Throwing now, Ward. Crossing one, catch made by Johnson. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing is Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Just have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Ready?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Ward now working out of the gun. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashee Rice, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Come on, come on.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Strike. Bronco 80. Go.
Milton. Quick hitch complete. It's Butler. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Here's 2nd down.
60, Viking 18. Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Milton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Here's first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Now he's able to break to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This a long one from 54. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals.